Well, today community members gathered on the steps of Hartford City Hall as they demanded answers in the police shooting death of Stephen Jones. Now, Jones, whose family says he went by Stevie, was shot last week and died from his injuries yesterday. Fox 61's Alicia Hercules spoke with some of those protesters and tells us more about what they are hoping to see.
The organizers were initially planning on hosting a blockade outside of City Hall to protest the shooting death of Stevie Jones. Although their demonstration plans changed, their message was loud and clear.
We want justice for Stephen Jones.
That was the message from protesters outside of City Hall Wednesday morning. They're asking for justice for Stevie Jones, the man who was shot on Blue Hills Avenue by a Hartford police officer. Cornell Lewis, the organizer of the protest, says the shooting was unnecessary.
I know they could have disarmed that man in another way without shooting him.
Police were called after a family member reported Jones was having an acute mental health crisis. A family member said he had cut himself and had a knife in his hand. When officers arrived, body cam footage shows Jones standing at the entrance of his apartment with a knife in his hand. He walked out onto the sidewalk where he began walking towards the officers. An officer deployed their taser, but it was unsuccessful.
You're gonna get shot! Drop the knife! Drop the knife!
Jones was asked by officers to drop the knife several times before Officer Jose Magnano fired 9 shots at Jones. He died from his injuries at St. Francis Hospital a few days later.
That is unacceptable, and as a black person living in America, I've seen this too many times.
Neil Berry, a community activist who was also at the protest, says the shooting is a divisive issue.
Two wrongs don't make a right.
While he understands how dangerous the situation was, he disagrees with how it was handled.
The officer coming on the scene 30 seconds in and discharging his weapon, overtaking what his colleagues had already implemented, I think was a sure miscall of conduct.
Lewis says they plan to hold more rallies in the coming weeks until Jones and his family get the justice they deserve. In Hartford, Alicia Hercules, Fox 61.